Morning everybody. Unfortunately we missed last week. I was skiing with my family down in Thredbo. We have got ski in Australia. It's absolutely fantastic. But this week, a lot to talk about. Serena Williams, what a disgrace. You've got to be kidding. Threatening an umpire, and guess what? She got fined a measly $10,000 US. So what message you sending to young kids? You can go and abuse somebody and you're allowed to play and there's no problem. Tri-Nations Rugby. Well, we did mention at the start of the Tri-Nations South Africa should win. They are the better side, they've got the bigger stars. And against obviously New Zealand on the weekend, they performed well. They should have won by more, but they got into their comfort zone, and I think the All Blacks proved towards the end, if they are behind, they're still a very dangerous side. Some great individual tries. Again, Carter, what a great conversion after the try by McCall. Puts it down 3 seconds and kicks it from the sideline. It's not a bad effort. The Wallabies the week before beat South Africa up in Brisbane, and it was great to see the Wallabies win. They played some great rugby, and the thing that really got me was the enthusiasm of the team. The thing that really disturbs me, again I'll talk about, is the disgraceful refereeing. Now this Barnes guy, the IRB absolutely love, is an absolute disgrace. Every time he's refereed, he's made major blunders. I don't understand, guys. We've got an international sport and you've got these incompetent referees that turn up week in, week out. And I think the IRB, Paddy O'Brien, who I've known for many years, Paddy, get off your fat ass, or sorry, skinny ass, and do something about it. Every time we get Northern Hemisphere referees down here, they destroy the game and there's penalties galore. So let's get rid of them, make our own rules down here. It's a better game, faster game. And I saw that Argentina had been invited to Tri-Nations 2012. That'd be very interesting, because can you imagine travelling to Argentina to play over there, where it's just very, very difficult, and the flight will be a nightmare. So there'll be about 25 tests a year and no other rugby. Oh, just quickly, the blood saga, Bloodgate in England, has been a bit of a disgrace, and it's quite interesting. Dean Richards, who I know wasn't a bad player, has come out and he said yes, he'd lied 3 times about blood. And I must say, I was in South Africa 2 years ago, and the Sharks who I was with, we played the Cheetahs up in Bloemfontein, great place. Anyway, and I was on the sideline there, and Kabamba Fluis, who's a little coloured guy who had blonde hair, was subbed. And I noticed he had a blood on his thing, but it was a perfect circle of blood. And has anyone ever seen somebody cut with blood have a perfect circle? So the cheating's been going on all around the world for many, many years, and now they catch somebody. Like, come on guys, like, get on with it. Bob Dwyer in 1991, we had Timmy Gavin playing against the Blacks, and he wanted to bring Troy Coker on, so he told one of our trainers to go out there with some tomato sauce and throw it on Timmy so we can get him off. So guys, it's been happening. You're too slow. So you've got to be a lot smarter than that, but Dean Richards has been the scapegoat. Poor guy. Everyone else has been doing it, but he's got caught. So obviously forwards aren't as smart as backs. Rugby League, big semi-finals last week, and St George minor premiers 37-0 to Parramatta the week before and lose. That's what it's about. This is when the big stars come out, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's taken over Rugby Union this year, Rugby League, because of the way it's been played on the field, off the field we won't talk about. Oh, and also they were released last night the All-Australian team in aerial ping pong in Aussie rules, who play against nobodies. I think they've got a game against Ireland, so it's just absolute joke. But anyway, they're trying to be international, but I mean the Aussie rules does dominate in Australia, but they shouldn't go international because nobody cares about it over there anyway. The other big issue at the moment is horse racing. Should you hit a horse 200 metres out or 100 metres out? The racing committee in Australia has done the same as every other sport. They're trying to tell, they don't actually race themselves. They're not jockeys, but they tell everyone what they should do by sitting in the boardroom and having a few drinks and spending everyone's money. You shouldn't do that. The RSPCA's come involved. I don't really care, because I'm not interested in all that. I'm not a gambling man. My life was a gamble, and I'm still here, fortunately. Buongiorno. This is an email from Giovanni in Italia, and he goes, "Ciao David, I'm a huge fan of yours and follow your program. I'd like to ask you what you think about Italian rugby. Obviously I played there for 10 years. The national side and the federation." Well, there's your problem, the federation. I think that rugby is not easy to develop in Italy, because obviously football is such a great sport and has been there for many years, and they're very passionate about it. And the federation only consider the national side and the Super 10. At the same time, Nick Mallett, who's a great coach, is maybe not good for Italy. Well, look, Giovanni, the biggest problem is in places like Italy is the dollar, is the SCAI, the lira, because of football. Football dominates everything. The players are huge. They get paid big bucks. Rugby's struggling. All the players in Italy play outside Italy, so it's not actually helping your rugby. And there's not much incentive for the young kids. Nick Mallett's been in France. He's been very successful. But again, you need the superstars. You've got to have 2 or 3 players in the World 15 in your side to perform and to win. Unfortunately, that's what I think about Italian rugby. But anyway, Forza Azzurri. I'm down here at the Rocks. Come and see us. We've got the Tri-Nations champions, the Springboks. There it is. That's the new jersey. We've got the All Blacks here. Obviously, there's not too many left. The Wallabies. Any gear you want to come and have a look, have a chat. It's David Campese. www.the11thcommandment.tv. Ciao.